And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Catch the Moon. This is a dexterity game in which you're connecting ladders and forming almost like a work of art because you're trying to reach towards the moon. It kind of has that whimsical theming here where you're going to be the person to climb through the clouds to catch the moon in your dreams. And that's what the game is. Really, let me show you. In this game, you have 3 straight ladders. You're going to pick 2 of them that you will put on the base here. And you can put them in any configuration you want. And then the rest of the ladders you will throw in the box here. Now on a player's turn, they're going to roll the die. There's 3 possibilities: a single ladder, double ladder, or a moon. A double ladder means they grab a random ladder from the box and they have to make it so it touches 2 other ladders and 2 other only. Well, this is pretty easy. If I roll the moon, I can touch 1 or 2 ladders, but whatever I do, it has to be the new thing has to be the highest point. Now, as you're putting this on, these other ones might move around. That's not a problem, as long as nothing falls. So let's see if I can get this in here. There we go. It's now the highest point. If you roll a single ladder, you simply just have to touch 1 other ladder. Let's see if I can pull this off here. Maybe this way. But you can never touch the base or the floor. There you go. And so as players are rolling the dice, they're going to continue to do that. Just touch 1 other ladder. Let's see if I can do this one way up here. Still hasn't fallen yet. There we go. Touch 2 other ladders. Oh boy. There we go, only touching 2 ladders. Let's move this a little bit so you can have a better view of it. And then the next person has to make it be the highest point. Is that the highest point? Well, no, but it hasn't fallen yet, so I can still move it. Okay, so whenever you make anything fall, all the ladders that fall are removed from the game, or that are touching the base, in which case this is all these. And the person who makes them fall gets a teardrop. And then you just keep going. The next person would roll. It's a little easier now. This one only needs to touch 2, so maybe they put 1 there. Next person rolls. They have to make theirs the highest point. Not very difficult. I just do that like that. Well, maybe that's not the highest point, actually. Now, oh, that's going to fall. That's super precarious. What if I just do that? Just sit it on the bases there. There we go. Now it's the highest point. And so on and so forth. A single ladder. Oh, I can do that. A single ladder. Well, this is getting kind of easy. Two ladders. Oh, man. All right, well, I think I can just do this. What? All right, so anyway, there we go, touching 2. That's how the game works. You're going to be putting these ladders, and there's all sorts of crazy ways that you can put them. So as you take these teardrops, that's going to bring the end of the game. The game's going to end when you run out of ladders or when all the teardrops are gone. If all the teardrops are gone, whoever takes the last teardrop is automatically out of the game, period. And then whoever has the fewest teardrops is the winner. If all the ladders get placed on there, then whoever has the fewest teardrops is the winner of the game. And that's how you play. So everything in this game fits nicely. You can put all the ladders in here. The straight ladders fit nicely in this spot here so that they're easy to pull out. And you know, you're supposed to pull random ladders. The ladders are all, now these are very light wood. They almost feel like balsa wood to some degree. They had tape around them when I got them, and I was a little concerned about snapping them, but the tape did come off. It was just holding groups of them together. But because of the way they are built, they do hold each other up. Because they're light, it's not too hard to do some really weird configurations. The base here is a piece of plastic that fits in the bottom with multiple places to put it. The rules for this game are very simple. and they get all artsy-fartsy on us here, like, ooh, the foot hook, the crazy diagonal, the sin of pride. They show you different ways to put the ladders together, which is not as obvious as you might think. Some of these you look at and you're like, oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. So I like that that's there, but I mean, it's a really, really simple rule book. This game is just a pretty game. It's a fun game to play, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of dexterity games out there. This one is a stacking game, like Jenga and that kind of game. But this one here has the hooks of the ladders that you are like putting there and making them balance and sway. And as you make it, you want to take pictures of it because this is what you made. It's a work of art. It is unlike any other one of these sculptures put together. And every time you play, you'll think that. People will walk by and be like, ooh, that looks interesting. What are you doing there? And it works well with kids. It works with adults. It's just a good, solid dexterity style game, and I like it. I think the thing that this has in its favor is it's very pretty. It has that pleasant abstract theming of it. Some people do not like the last teardrop making you lose rule because you might have done well the whole game and finally you finally mess up and that's the one time, but it does add some tension to the game, and we're talking about a 10 to 15 minute game anyway, so I don't think it matters that much. I think rolling the die and having to make your ladder be the highest is the hardest thing. Touching one or two ladders, you're going to be doing that anyway, but meh, it's light, it's simple. That's Catch the Moon. Dice Tower Judgment approved.